Yeah, I think we're good, yeah?
Now you can see me.
Yeah, perfect.
It's good, voice and everything.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've nailed it.
Yes, let's go.
Okay. So, well, welcome to another edition of Pickleball Podcast with Gordy, and I've got one of the most exciting talents from India. Let me just turn my phone off. And Vanshik Kapadia, welcome to my podcast, Vanshik. I feel so honoured.
Thank you so much, Gordon, for inviting me over this. It's really like a good initiative that you're taking to talk to different people, different players all around.
Well, the thing I love about you, Vanshik, is you're such you're such a talent, and you're only 19. And
Mm-hmm.
I've heard, well, my co-commentator from the World Pickleball Championship Series, Jan Pappy, refers to you as the Magician. And I guess he's not far wrong. You're pretty incredible when it comes to skills. So maybe let's kick off by telling us a bit about your journey and when you started playing and how you developed your skills.
So going back to where it all started, I started playing pickleball in 2018. Before that, I used to play professional tennis. So that's where I picked it up from. And my dad introduced me to pickleball. So in from 2018 until here, there's no looking back.
Wow. And, I guess I'm lucky enough to have, bumped into you at the Asia Open in Phuket and more
Hmm.
recently in Vietnam. And I met your dad for the first time.
Yeah.
And he's been quite influential with
Although I
your
can't,
game.
I think your
Yeah.
network's a bit weak, Gordon. I think your network's a bit weak. I can't hear you properly.
Oh, bad. Okay. So I was just your dad's influence on your game.
Oh, my dad's influence on my game.
Yeah.
Oh, so my dad is a great coach to me. Like whatever he wants to do in himself, he tries to give it to me. He tries to embed everything into me so that I can be a better player and a better human being off court and on court as well.
Wow. And so you've been playing since 2018,
Mm-hmm.
and has there been any other influences? Because I understand, Dada in India,
Yeah, yeah.
he's a real figurehead, and he's been so supportive of growing the game. Yeah.
Mhm. Like he's the veteran of this thing in India pickleball. He's been a veteran and he's the first pioneer to get this a huge hit to get pickleball a huge hit in India. So he's one of the pioneers of the country. And yeah, there's like literally no words for him. Every word that you say is less for him. He's such a great figure.
Yeah. And tell us a bit more about your recent success. Well, and your success in general. So far this year, it's been raining medals for you in at
Touch
the
wood,
Asia
touch wood,
Open,
touch wood.
and more recently in Vietnam. So
Uh-huh.
tell us about I guess your approach to going into a tournament, and maybe some of the partners that you've been playing with as well.
So my only approach towards playing a tournament is that you should be confident that the homework that you've done and you need to execute that on the court as well. So if you've done your homework well, I don't think so there's a problem in executing that as well on court. So it's just like whenever I'm practicing, I'm just working on my reps all the time just to get that one shot perfect at one time. It's nothing fancy that I try to do. It's just that a normal subtle game that you play on court. In practice that I play, I try to play the same game that I play in the matches as well. So it's more about repetitions and yeah, it's mainly about repetition. You need to hit the nail in the coffin all the time.
Yeah. Well, if we pick up, from tell us about your training and your diet.
So talking about my training, have you heard this saying that the chef doesn't tell his secrets about his recipe?
I was hoping you wouldn't say that. I was hoping you'd share something amazing. No, but I completely understand, Vanshik.
So it's just a trade secret, you know.
But you obviously put in a lot of work, a lot of
It's just
hours.
like it's just 5-6 hours a day of training.
That's a lot. Now I think we sort of touched on it. You're 19,
Hmm.
and does that mean you've completed all your studies now?
Yeah, I'm actually pursuing sports management.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in my first year of, well, as in I will be joining this August. So I'll be in first year of sports management. It's International Institute of Sports Management. So I'll be pursuing that for 3 years. That's my bachelor degree. And then maybe for masters, I might come to the States or Australia.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. So I guess you'll. So you're back?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Sorry. I think the internet's bad at my end. So Vanshik, maybe we talk about where we sort of left off.
Mm-hmm.
How will you balance study and play from?
So my first thing is that I just want to balance it out like 50-50. If I'm giving 6 hours to my play, I have to give like 2 to 3 hours dedicated to my studies as well. So it's not just play, it's study also. So in a day, I can at least remove 2 to 3 hours for my study, which is more than enough, I think.
Yeah, wow. So yeah, come August, your life's going to be very full.
Yeah, I am not that full, but yeah, maybe.
Well, you need time. You have to have time to sleep.
That's gonna be there irrespective, you know.
Now, I remember talking to you in Vietnam. You mentioned that even though you did incredibly well in the singles, I think you were slightly disappointed, yeah?
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed.
And you mentioned that you were going to train harder. So,
Mm.
wow, you must have high standards.
Yes. No, no, not. It's not about high standards really. It's just about that I could have won that, but then it's just because of my irresponsibility, I lost that one.
Now tell us a little bit about obviously. So you're going to be studying in August. Also, I think you're looking at joining the MLP in Australia in the next
Yeah,
draft. So
yeah,
tell us a
I
little.
did register.
Yeah, tell us a little bit
So,
about that.
so as I came to know about the registration forms being open, the first thing that I asked you is what could you just send me the forms ASAP? So you're like, here you go, and check forms are right here for you. So just that moment, in within a second, I just filled out the form so that I'm not late like last time. So I'm just really excited to be drafted and playing in the MLP this year.
Awesome. Now,
Hopefully.
because you love that team environment, don't you?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm a big team. I'm a big team event guy. I just love being in a team event and helping my teammates to do better.
So what is it about that team environment that you love? That camaraderie.
Uh, yeah, the camaraderie between all the players, irrespective, the supposing me and Tejas are on different teams, me having a friendly banter with Tejas, with Mayur, all of these guys I know. So that is what gets going, and then all those chest bumps, those high fives, those yelling all around the court, the banter, the everything in a gist that gets the team event a successful one.
Awesome. Now, have you got your eye on a particular team from the MLP Australia, or you'd be happy to join any?
And I'm open to any team that drafts me. I'm really keen on playing the MLP more than playing for a team. It's just the experience that I need to gain from MLP and win it for the team that I play for.
Awesome. And I guess looking further down the track, do you have further ambitions to play anywhere else in the world?
It has to be the States. It has to be the States.
And what is it about the States that really gets you going?
I think the players and the win factor. The win factor here in India and the win factor there in the States is like really different. The wind that plays over here is not that much as in compared to the wind played in the US. The ball is moving haywire. The ball's really traveling slow, fast because of the wind. Here in India, there's a bit wind, but not as compared to the States. So wind's gonna be a huge factor for me going in there. And obviously the players, I need to adapt to their game style and get to know how do they get those reputations, how do they practice, and what's their regime and everything.
Yeah. Now I was tracking some of the because the India sent across some players to the US Open just recently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you following them?
Yeah. I was constantly in touch with all of those guys. I was constantly speaking to them, asking them how are they doing, how is everything going. So I was just in touch with all of those guys who went to the US Open right now.
Yeah, because Himanshu and the boys got through the back draw. Who was that? That was
Harshan.
Yeah. How great was that?
Yeah, I did speak to Harsh. I just video called him randomly. He was at the court, so I just spoke to him that how is it going, congratulations, and all that stuff. So then he said that he did get to the qualifiers, but then he lost in the round of 32, and then he went to the back draw and then came up strong in the 5th position. That's really great for not just those guys, but for India as well to be on such a huge high in that great tournament. So I'm really happy for everyone that did well in the US Open recently.
Yeah, and like you say, Vanshik, it's not only great for the guys, it's also great for pickleball in India, but also our region, like Australia and Asia.
The Asia Pacific region, guys from here making it to the US circuit. It's a huge achievement for every one of us, not just them.
Yeah. Now, I suppose we should wrap up and because I guess you've been I must say you've been an absolute gem, Vanshik, because our first interview was plagued by an audio problem, and this one's been plagued by an internet connection. So I'm so grateful that you've battled through and been part of my podcast under such trying circumstances. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
No. I'm grateful as well to be on your podcast as well. Just one more thing. I hope the MLP captains are watching this podcast.
I'm sure.
I'm just messing around.
I am sure they're going to watch this podcast, and I swear, if any MLP team in Australia, I'm sure they would all want you on their team because you're just this precocious talent. It's unbelievable.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Vanshik. I'm so grateful, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
Yes, see you soon, Gordy. See you soon.
Okay. Take care. Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much.
Take care. Bye-bye. See you.
Bye.